Hi, I'm David White, and I chose osteogenesis imperfecta, or OI, as my topic because it is something I've suffered with for my whole life. It was passed down from my dad, and there was a 50% chance that I would get it since the allele for OI is recessive. Luckily for me, I only have type 1, which is basically OI in its mildest form, but it still comes with plenty of problems as it causes a lack of collagen throughout the body, which in turn means weaker bones. This has caused, I think, at least 13 fractures throughout my body, which include my thumb here on the growth plate. So I had surgery on that to get plate and screws put in. They've been removed now. My elbow twice. I've had surgery on this, I think, 5 times. The first time I broke it, put the metal in, and then while I had the metal in, it's actually started coming out sort of my elbow, so I had to push it back in basically, and then had that removed, and then of course I broke it again, so metal in, metal out, so surgery 5 times on that elbow. Broken this arm here, the the radius and ulnar 3 times. Had surgery the second time I broke it. They put a metal rod in, which was about the size of my arm at the time, which is probably about that long there. And then the third time I broke it, I even broke it while the metal rod was in there, and then they took that out, I don't know, 7 years later, so the rod was about that long, just sitting in my arm pointlessly. I've also broken my nose. If you can tell, my nose is a bit crooked. Broken both feet. Moon boot for both of those, and plenty of other smaller breaks, so like fractures along my hand, and just a couple other small things. So I think in total it's about 13 fractures. You'll be able to see some of the scars in a couple of pictures below. As well as weaker joints, I've had plenty of sprained ankles, and also the OI has caused some back problems as well, which ain't fun. I've actually had bisphosphonates as well, which are basically, they're there to improve bone strength, basically. The first time I had it was in year 3, so I would have been 9 years old. It actually gave me the dose that my brother had, because he has OI as well, and so he's 4 years older than me. He was much bigger at the time, so not good. It could have caused kidney failure, they said, and that night I was massive chest pains, vomiting. It was actually not the best experience I've had in my life. Funnily enough, I've had it twice. The second time, I think I was in year 5. The second time I had it, I had to leave me in hospital overnight just in case that happened again. But it was all good. And then the third time I was offered it, I was a bit older. I was about in year 9, year 10, and I just said no with a couple of profanities because of the experience that I've had with it. And so yeah, this is why I'm doing this blog, because I'm sure that bisphosphonates in certain cases, since I have the mildest form, I think bisphosphonates are better for people with more extreme cases, because in my experience they did not help whatsoever. I had 2 doses, last was in year 5, and I've had my worst breaks after I had it, which could be just a coincidence because of harder falls and whatnot, but I don't think they are necessarily a great help. So my blog is about creating research for a hypothetical new drug called bisphosphowhite. My name's David White, so I just put my name in there, which is basically to promote collagen growth, production throughout the body, rather than how they do it these days, with improving bone resorption. And so yeah, that should better, in theory, better combat the symptoms of OI. So yeah, thank you for checking out my blog.